I honestly don't even know why I bother. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2, here with Liverpool, and it might be our last season with Liverpool, to be honest, because I think the board may well decide to sack me, because we're not going to win the Premier League, are we? I think I've come to that realisation. Obviously last time out, things went really well. We beat Everton 2-0 to go 1 point behind Manchester City after they lost to Newcastle. Did we capitalise on that? Did we at least keep the gap the same going into this game against Manchester City? No, of course we didn't. Obviously we didn't. A 1-1 draw with Manchester United, which is not awful. We took the lead through Lucas Paqueta. We were then riding our luck for the rest of the game. Mason Greenwood scored. They probably should have won, but at least we held out for a point. I'll take that. Not too bad. Then Southampton, probably the easiest game of the month, you would think. They were down in the relegation zone, so obviously this would be a pretty straightforward win. No, it wouldn't. They scored a goal before half-time, they scored a goal immediately after half-time, and we missed so many chances, I don't even know how to quantify it. We lost 2-0. Absolutely dreadful. Just done a team meeting, but obviously Man City won their 2 matches, so the situation is now this: we were 1 point behind, we are now 6 points behind, and we now need to beat them just to be 3 points behind. We're a joke. So today's game is absolutely massive, and well, I mean, just look at the table, by the way. We are on 49 points, so are Arsenal, so are Spurs, who have come out of nowhere, just like Arsenal did before them, and they have a game in hand as well. Wolves are on 46, Man United are on 43. It is incredibly close. We're right in the mix, fine, but we're not doing enough. Let's just get straight into this game today, because we have got, well, a mammoth set of fixtures to get through today. We're going to play Man City first of all. That's obviously going to be what we mainly focus on. We will skip through the Bristol and Manchester United games, just bring any goals or key moments, and then we'll play Leicester, which hopefully will just be a win, a normal win, a nice win against one of our old teams. Let's hope that that's the case. But the team for this one then against City, it's an absolutely vital. I mean, I don't know. Let's look at recent match performances, because some people have been pretty poor. Marko Vujovic, principally, is going to be dropped for this one because he's been absolutely dreadful recently, and so has Colin Nicholson. He has been pretty dreadful too. We'll bring in Moussa Dembele and Emmanuel Vignato, and we can always bring them off the bench if we need to. Paqueta's also been really poor. Let's play Salvador. Why not? Play Salvador. Bring them in. And just players who are not performing are not going to be playing. And if they want to come off the bench and do something good, they can come off the bench and do something good, because they haven't done anything from a starting position much recently. So then the team is going to be Alisson in goal, Rafinha, Foucher, Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, De Jong, Bentancur, Salvador, Salah, Vignato and Moussa Dembele. Please go out there and don't embarrass yourselves in front of the Anfield faithful. I can see a situation whereby we get sacked at the end of the season and then Marcelo Bielsa retires and then we get the Man City job. That's the ideal situation. A more likely situation is we get sacked and we end up in charge of, I don't know, Lazio. That wouldn't be too bad actually, wouldn't mind that. There's the City team. We know how good they are. They're very good. They've got Poirier. He's French. We don't own him, but he's quite good. They're good. We know they're good. We know they beat us 3-0 last time. Go and avenge that, please. If we don't win this, we will be 9 points behind them, and it will be pretty much completely over. I mean, I said pretty much. That's not true, is it? It will definitely be completely over. First highlight, it's been cleared by us. Moussa Dembele running forwards. He's been tackled by Poirier far too easily, and City, well, they were looking quite ominous. Rafinha's won it back. Can he get a ball in? Salvador, it's blocked. Mohamed Salah's there, and it's not his best effort. Ederson tips it round for a corner, which Salah, of course, will whip into the box, looking for Moussa Dembele, who's been crowded out. I mean, I guess a draw wouldn't be as bad as a defeat, obviously, but I've just said they've been the better team. That's not really true, is it? Or maybe we've had 9 shots. Let's actually look at the old statistics. 1 clear-cut chance for us, 1 half chance for us, 2 shots on target. They've had none, and we have been the better team, but nothing to show for it at the moment. If we don't win this, then, well, I think even with a draw at least keeps us relatively close, but we can pretty much kiss the title goodbye. We're down to 4th as things stand. Spurs, if anything, are the only competition City are getting this season. They've still got a game in hand. Time is just going away. Moussa Dembele has not performed. Colin, get off the bench and do something. Jordan Richard is going to come on for Mohamed Salah, who's looking not particularly fit today. Ivo Vignato, you can come off for Vujovic. There you go, boys. The 3 regens, go for it. 2 of you come off the bench. Go and prove you're actually good enough to play for this team. Rafinha has been blocked. Richard's picked it back up to De Jong. Salvador, we're working it relatively nicely, but Rafinha is going backwards, and now he's just given the ball away. Trent picks it up, but questionable play from Rafinha there. Richard has a cross. Vujovic is there. It's been fumbled by Edison, and Colin Nicholson puts it away. And there we go. Maybe they just needed to sit on the bench for a bit, sit on the naughty step, and be reminded that despite their high fees and wages, they are still young, and they need to actually prove they're good enough. Vujovic, well, Edison makes a good save from him, but Nicholson is there to put in the rebound, his most important goal in a Liverpool shirt so far. We have got the lead here at Anfield. Time is ticking away here. There's into injury time. We've not seen that much in this game, but we've seen something decisive. Salvador across to Vujovic to seal it. It's bundled in. Well, it was nearly bundled in by Nicholson. It was this time double save from Edison. It doesn't matter that it didn't go in though, because we have done it. And we absolutely needed to. Make no mistake. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. But we're still 6 points behind. We're still 3 points behind. But that was absolutely critical. We have completely dominated that game. Completely dominated that game. And we lost 3-0 to them at the Etihad. I mean, and we couldn't beat Southampton a few days ago. And now we totally outplayed Manchester City. And we really needed to. That was the most essential result and performance of the season. We go to 52 points, still 3 behind, yes, but that was absolutely critical. But look how congested and close it is at the top now. Arsenal 1 again, they're still on 52, Spurs on 52 with that game in hand. This is shaping up to be a crazy battle, 4-way title battle now. But now we have a little bit of a diversion. 2 cup games against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup, and then the second leg against Manchester United in the EFL Cup semi-final. Obviously 2-0 down from that first one. I'm just going to bring you the goals of that one, and then we'll be back for the league game against Leicester, which is now not just a trip down memory lane, but absolutely vital given how close this title race is shaping up to be. Should say before these 2 games as well that we did sign Gedson Fernandes, 38.5 million from Shakhtar. Not too bad. He's been rated higher than that in terms of valuation. I think very solid squad option who will be very good as a sort of replacement for Naby Keita. Well, we got the lead early in this one, broken them down pretty early on. Moussa Dembele firing home into an empty net. This one's looking, well, certainly a good start. And it is going quite well. 3-0, 25 minutes in. Richard's got the third with free kick. The other one was an own goal from a Vignato shot. I think we're through to the next round. And 3-0 was how it ended. We are indeed safely into the FA Cup 5th round. And our 5th round opponents are bottom of the Premier League, Middlesbrough. Again, not actually too bad. We're getting quite a nice run in the FA Cup so far. And the game against Man United is going to be our 100th game in charge of Liverpool, which is apparently no mean feat for a previously unheard of manager. I mean, I've managed 3 clubs before I came here. Right then, let's hope for 3 goals for us. Let's overturn this deficit. Wolves await in the final. Obviously a team we lost to this season, so yeah, that's not going to be great. But hopefully I will see you in a few minutes for some goals and a win. Well, that's one. That is one. Marko Vujovic has redeemed himself after some questionable recent performances, certainly in this episode. Salvador swings it in, and Vujovic kicking it, kung fu kicking it into the net early on, just a couple of minutes on the clock. We have got the breakthrough. We need another at least to force extra time. Just get 2, get 3, get 4, get this done. Well, we should be about 4-0 up. Instead, it's only 2. Vujovic and Trent doing some good work on the right-hand side before Rodrigo Bentancur firing home through a crowd of bodies to make it 2. We've levelled it. It's going to extra time at the moment. We should be completely outside. Now we're not. Man United back in the lead. Alisson fumbles a free kick, and Ansu Fati is there to put the rebound in. Shocking goalkeeping from the Brazilian. Oh, we've had so many chances, it's ridiculous. We should be out of sight, but we are back in it now. 3-3 overall on aggregate. Gedson Fernandez lashing home for his first goal for the club. We're back in it. I was talking about extra time. It's not going to be extra time. We don't have extra time in this. We are going straight to penalties, which at least is good from a fitness perspective. But I hate penalty shootouts. Hate commentating on them. So boring. Ansu Fati scores. Mohamed Salah, can he level it? We need him to. If he doesn't score, then we're pretty much doomed. He does. I mean, I'd hope this is at least over quickly. Medjbri scores. I'm just going to skip. We're going to skip to the end of this. If Trent misses, especially, we will. He does score. It's 2-2. Let's just skip to when someone misses. Well, straight away, Angel Correa misses his penalty. Can we take the advantage? Gedson Fernandez, he scored the goal that's kept us in it. He's not scored his penalty. Pellegrini's missed his as well. It's a miss-a-thon out here. Vujovic to give us a big advantage. He does. And Dotti steps up. He needs to score to keep Manchester United in this. He does, which means it's for us to win now. The decisive spot kick will be taken by Miguel Salvador. I say decisive. I've played so many penalty shootouts this year. It's not going to be decisive. He's going to miss it. That's just how it works. Well, he doesn't. There we go. He's scored. We've gone through, and I think actually deservedly so. A 3-1 win in the second leg. 3-3 on aggregate. We win 4-3 on penalties against our other most bitter of rivals, and we are into the Carabao Cup final where we will play Wolverhampton Wanderers. Frankie de Jong got an injury in that, which is a little bit annoying. He's out for 2 weeks. It's unfortunate, but that was a good win, and a deserved win. I just wanted to check. We hit the woodwork 3 times in that game. We should have won it in normal time, but at least we won it in the end. And there we go. We will be playing Wolves in the final. Obviously, they did beat us in the league this year, which was not our finest hour. They're going well. They're in 5th in the Premier League. They deserve to be there, but could have maybe been a slightly harder opponent, but not going to be pushovers at all. Everyone knows there's no love lost between you and Leicester. What are you talking about? I love Leicester. Where on earth have you got this nonsense from? I mean, I know we kind of left because of the board takeover thing, but not really. Manchester City unsurprisingly beating Southampton. They can beat Southampton even though we can't, so we need to beat Leicester here today to just maintain the challenge that is ahead of us. We'll need to register Gelson Fernandez. He's not actually registered for the league. Do that quickly, and well, it's going to be an interesting contest. I think Leicester aren't having the best time of it, down in 14th. We are going to be without Frankie de Jong, of course. He's injured, so we'll bring in Paqueta and move Salvador back to there. How long is de Jong out for again? Otherwise, then we're pretty much at full strength, and given the excellent performances we've seen since that loss to Southampton, we can go with the same team, I think, for this one. The only potential change I'm thinking really is maybe starting to bring in Jordan Richard a little bit more for Mohamed Salah. I think this is going to be Salah's final season in the starting position on the left-hand side. He's going to stay. He's signed a new contract, but I think next season Richard will definitely take over, assuming we're still here, of course, because we may well get the sack. But we'll go with Salah for now, which means that it's going to be the same as the game against Manchester City, but we'll go with Salah for now. So then, still quite a few players, far more players than Cambridge have, that were there when we were there. Locatelli, Pratt, Soyuncu, of course. Robert Skov, our phenomenal signing, who played for about a game and a half and then got injured. But he is their top goal scorer this season with 11 goals. He has got their most assists as well, because he's really good. I wish we could have actually used him in our season there. Paolo Felicio as well up top, the regen who we signed. Very decent team. I mean, partly that we built. They've got other players in there too, but there's a lot of boys in there that were sort of developed by us and that we signed. So go out there, carry on where you finished from that last match. The excellent performance in the League Cup semi-final. This is exactly the kind of game we cannot afford to drop any points at all. We've got to keep the gap up, because it's not just City that are in this race anymore. Arsenal are there, Spurs are there too. Get an early goal, that'll be really good. Rafinha driving inside, lays it off to Paqueta. He's had a little bit of a rest, been out the team, but he's back with a bang. Lucas Paqueta smashing home in customary style. Good work on the left-hand side. Another goal from a throw-in routine. We're very good at those. Driving in from Rafinha. He's been excellent this season. And Paqueta lashing it home to make it 1-0. Immediate chance for a response though from Leicester, unless we can win the ball back. Locatelli looking to dictate from deep. Lofthouse flicks it forwards, looking for Felicio. It's been cleared, and we can immediately counter. Bentancur going a bit towards the left, but Salvador with a switch of play across to Rafinha again. He drives inside again. It's bounced to Paqueta, flicked onto Vujovic, and Dewhurst tips it round the post. Still not done yet though. Nicholson driving force to Vujovic, and this time it works. Marco Vujovic at the far post. Tight angle past Marcus Dewhurst. Another throw on the left hand side, getting some purchase. Once again, good work from Nicholson. Excellent pass, and another headed goal from Vujovic. He loves to score with his head. I mean, we're absolutely dominating here at the moment. And Paqueta looks like he's been flattened by Skov. It's a penalty. Not even 10 minutes on the clock. We could be 3-0 up here. Salah to take. He's usually so reliable. Not on this occasion though. Dewhurst with a big save. It's still only 2-0. Absolutely frenetic start. 13 minutes on the clock. It's another highlight. Ryan Brewster on the left hand side forcing a save from Alisson. Of course, against his boyhood club is Ryan Brewster. Well, apart from Chelsea, he was there briefly. Salvador receives the ball from the right hand side. Switches it with his midfield partner Bentancur. Trent Alexander-Arnold still trying to find a ball on the right. Goes inside towards Nicholson, who finds the gap and gets himself another goal. Is he finally starting to click? I mean, it's his 10th of the season. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But we need to see a little bit more from a man we've paid a lot of money for. He's kind of played a lot of football on the right hand side, so he's getting used to the striking role. But that is a striker's finish from the Scotsman. And Leicester in danger of sinking without a trace. I mean, they're apparently on a bit of a poor run of form at the moment. I mean, they're only 4 points above the relegation zone. They've only just come back in the Premier League. They've got themselves back in again. Are they going to go down once more? Let's hope not. But excellent first half performance. This is exactly what we need to see. Scott with a free kick from deep, and it's been bundled in by a Rio, although I think he's offside. It is offside, not going to count. Mohamed Salah obviously missed that penalty and has done nothing since then, so we'll bring on Jordan Richard. Corner in from Richard. Can we grab ourselves a fourth? Nicholson can't get there, but Bentancur scampering away. Virgil van Dijk is up there on the ball. Out to Paqueta on the left-hand side. Ball across to Vujovic. Close. Alright, I think we can say this one's pretty safely done. We'll take off Vujovic. He's definitely earned himself a rest today. Trent Alexander-Arnold doing his customary thing of getting quite tired, so we'll take him off too. And let's just lower the tempo right down. We'll go to lower. Why not? Just don't exert yourselves too much. Have a little bit of a rest out there. We're comfortable. Don't get any injuries. Just see this one out. And there we go. Total domination. 3-0. Excellent performance. 3 more points on the board. Why can't we do that more consistently? If we'd done that more consistently, we would be pretty much, I'd say we'd at least be a few points clear at the top, if not quite a long way clear at the top. But that has closed the gap back to 3 points once again behind Manchester City. Let's look at the big format. There you go. And, well, Arsenal still right there. They could be back above us if they win their game. They've not played yet. Spurs still with 2 games in hand. That's slightly concerning, because they could be above us as well if they win both of those. But, well, it's pretty exciting. A 4-way title race. One of the closest in the Premier League for a long old time. We've got 13 games to go. Obviously, the London clubs have 1 or 2 more than we do. But there we go then, and we are going to be back next time. Obviously, it's going to be the Champions League game against Juventus, and then the showpiece event, the EFL Cup final against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Can we win the League Cup to add to our ever-growing trophy collection? There's an achievement for 20 trophies. I'd quite like to do that. How many are we on at the moment? So finishing third doesn't count, but we've got 7 trophies so far. So that would be nice if we could pick up an 8th against Wolves. Going to be difficult, of course. They did beat us earlier on in the season. They are a very good team. But that is going to be next time then. Thank you very much for watching this one. Leave a like if you enjoyed this bumper episode. 4 wins in a row. It's been a long time since we have managed that, and certainly not in an episode. Normally we end up losing at least one. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that next one, and I will see you next time.